Detective Corcoran. You are never what I expect.
Jasper's gonna stay with us for a little while. That's okay.
Herr Schwartz, may I see that locket? This is a surprise for Corky.
Give it to me at once. Who pawned this locket?
Madam Gringo.
If you found that locket of Alan's, what would you do with it?
I love him like a brother, but the man's been talking a fool's game. A wire's got plans to make an honest woman of Molly and become a farmer.
Not sure Francis is the farming sort.
And Molly's the marrying sort? I was there. Upstairs telling Annie a story. I heard every groan.
Misunderstanding. Here. It's just that this resident insists that I'm not allowed in this establishment. What the?
Why won't you give Corky the locket?
Aren't you the brazen little bitch?
It's just... He's been asking for that locket since he got back from the war. Keeping it from Corky is just plain wrong. He's never gonna move on. He's never gonna be entirely yours. Until he finds out what happened to his wife.
The damn thing's cursed. Alan's disappearance, Kevin's daughter, murdered her. Madame Grindle. Oh, yes. I'm aware Grindle had the locket. I just can't figure out why you would lie to me. If you want the locket so badly, take it, Molly. One condition. You do not tell Kevin it was ever in my possession.
I won't say nothing, I swear.
It's a good girl. Remember, you're my favorite, Scarlet. I wouldn't want anything to come between us.
Who's there?
Me. Molly.
We can't do this, Molly. Not again.
I found it for you, Corky.
Where?
It doesn't matter.
Tell me where.
Herr Schwartz. He said Madame Grindle pawned it.
Grindle?
You know, the abortion doctor, the one who croaked the other day. Now that you have your locket, you can relax.
Schwartz! Open up!
Ain't this some Jew holiday?
Damn.
So come on now, tell me, what you need this Jew for?
Molly gave me Ellen's locket.
Corky, if I'd have known she'd had it, I'd have told you first thing.
I know you would have.
Where'd she get it?
Here. Grindle pawned it. I want to know what Schwartz knows. Schwartz!
Matthew Freeman. Woo! No reason for fear, Sarah. The stranger's family. Come on, boy. I'll go, Marcus.
cream gravy.
You're not so bad yourself. Marcus, my wife Sarah, our guest Jasper.
Sweet Lord, you are beautiful. Matthew done got himself lucky.
Pleasure.
So am I. How you doing, son?
Swell, mister. I behave.
You hungry?
Oh, ravenous.
So last time I heard, you were in Cincinnati, boxing. Unbeatable.
Till I got beat. Been a while since I stepped in the ring. Knees gave up before the jaw. Who'd have thought?
So what brings you to New York?
On my way across the old Atlantic.
To England.
The homeland. Africa. Thank you. Liberia, to be more exact. That country's a land of opportunity for the Negro. Just come along.
Uncle Marcus, I was born in America.
America. There is no America. Thank you. Only blue and gray. And black. Liberia's got its own Declaration of Independence. Its own constitution. And I'm going to create my own destiny. When my feet land on Liberia's shore, I will shout the new republic's motto. The love of liberty has brought us here.
Mary had a little lamb, she kept it on a barge. When she took her bloomers off, his woolly tit got large. Owie! It tastes like an iron fence.
That's Twining's Earl Grey, London's finest. It is a proper lady's beverage. You'll acquire the taste.
I hate this house. I hate this dress, that stupid tea. I want to go back to receive us.
Absolutely not. It's the last place on earth you're going.
This dress.
All right, everybody, give me your attention. Madam Grindle was found stabbed to death Thursday. Anyone know anything? Ever come across the woman inside or outside her office? No one?
I went to see Madame Grindle last week. And God forgive me. I can't afford no child.
You've got some information.
What I ain't got is money. Grindle kept a ledger. Listed every woman who needed her service and every man who paid for it. All her doings is in that ledger.
Corky. Found Grindle's sister, Mary Lockwood. She's down at the mission building.
Swing my hands. Yeah. Yeah. Woo-wee! God, you're a grizzly bear. Go do this exercise I taught you.
Okay, Mr. Marcus.
Go get him. Yeah. That boy make a great boxer.
Jasper is no fighter.
Not yet. Matthew, I need to earn money. For my journey. For my new life. As a boxer. Irishman. Thinks he's the cream atop of milk. But he's got none of the natural ability Jasper has. Head to head, kid'd take out the Irishman in 2 rounds.
No way you're going to learn that boy in the ways of such a savage sport. Violence has brought enough anguish to his family, ours too. You leave Jasper be.
I have house calls to make.
My nephew. All grown. A doctor.
Julia took Grindle as a surname. Being a wedlock doctor, she didn't want any trouble to come my way.
This locket was once in her possession. You know how she came to it? You inherited the stuff from your sister's house on Worth. We're looking for a ledger logging her clients.
Julia didn't actually live in 5 Points, but on 14th Street. The place downtown was her office.
Did you find the ledger there?
No,
How about where she did live?
I worked from morn till night at this mission. And now I'm tasked with arranging Julia's burial. I haven't had the hours to get uptown.
We need that ledger. We find that, we may find who killed Julia.
Why is it that a murder of a woman like my sister is such a priority to the Metropolitan Police?
Truth be told, Miss Lockwood, there's more to this case than murder that interests me. Now, the address on 14th Street, please.
There is the kingdom of heaven, and there is the kingdom of avarice. Greed is the sin of seizing what one can, while one can, however one can. Let us pray. Our Father.
Thank you for coming. Hello, little one.
See you at dinner on Thursday.
I look forward to it. Good to see you. Bishop Underdog. I hope you enjoyed today's sermon. Elegant and eye-opening as always. I saw Winfred Haverford at the Union League Club days before he perished. He informed me that you intend to purchase all the acreage in 5 Points.
Winfred had a wild imagination.
To purchase land for the sole purpose of increasing one's wealth.
I already have wealth, right, Reverend?
Yet it appears you crave more. Now, I am willing to keep this matter between us if your desire to level 5 Points dims. If not, I must obey God's will and speak out.
Underdog, you old goat. I'm forced each year to pay a tithe to the diocese. If I dare refuse, you would condemn me before the entire congregation. You call it a donation. I call it extortion.
Please excuse my son, Right Reverend. The eager vision of youth is at times blind. Your words are genuine and appreciated. We shall alter the situation post-haste.
Have a blessed day, gentlemen.
Are you really willing to forego?
I said alter the situation. Our plan is not the problem. Bishop Underdog is.
An unexpected proposal. Pardon me. Come on, upstairs, miss. I'll only be a moment.
Who is that?
Grindle doesn't look much like her sister Mary. Ashes or evidence?
What are you gonna do with burned paper?
Me? I'm not gonna do anything. I need something to put this in.
Here.
Annie? Annie, what you doing all alone?
I had to talk to you. This is how scary.
So there I was on Baxter Street and ran into Annie. She was talking crazy notions, going on about a strange man in your house.
That strange man is Antoine de Beauvier. He's designing Winfred's mausoleum. Antoine is a little ghoulish. The thing that concerns me, though, is the thought of Annie alone in 5 Points. The very environment from which we're trying to remove her. Please, won't you sit down?
No, thank you.
Tea?
I have to ask, given her tempers, do you still believe this is the best place for the child?
While Annie certainly has a mind for mischief, there's an abundance of potential in her. And after you've known me a while, you'll see. Once I decide to act, nothing can sway me.
Even. It's pretty.
That would be a very bad move.
I don't really know how to play the game.
Well, I'll teach you.
Yes, indeed. Cuba. Undefeated. Money by the bucket loads. And the finest lady you ever saw. Daniela Lopez Famosa. Big sumptuous eyes. Your wife, Sarah. She has them same eyes. Just get lost in them.
And where's this Daniela now?
Spent every dime. Woke up one morning. Other side of the bed was cold.
Found in the fireplace, you say?
Yeah. Any chance?
Let it dry, or it'll smear.
God damn. Mad scientist, you are.
These fancy new steel pens use iron in the ink. Even fire can't dispose of iron traces. Residue is what you see there.
Seems Madame Grindle might have been closer to God than we thought.
$5.
The New York Episcopal Diocese sent this letter to Grindle.
Detective, you have a remarkable, irritating tendency to always take things one step further than needed.
Utmost discretion of this matter, or you will be the one who pays. Signed, the Right Reverend, the Bishop of the Episcopal Church. A letter burned in the fireplace of the murdered woman's home.
Case is closed.
Closed.
Grindle was an abortion doctor. No one cares.
Oh, I think the person who killed her cares very much. He doesn't want to be found.
Nor will he be.
Your name's Sullivan, right? You used to be O'Sullivan until your dad stepped off the boat and they made him scratch off the O. Grindle was murdered to protect some goddamn uptown Anglo-Saxon Protestant son of a bitch. Our lowly RSSs would hang for a lesser crime, but you sit there letting them win because you want the hoi polloi to think Kieran Joseph Sullivan is a good boy.
You finished, copper? Good. Go home. Get drunk. Screw your whore. Tomorrow, you move on.
Moving on. Not really my specialty.
Hood's armor is tearing up the railroad tracks from Atlanta to Chattanooga, cutting off Union supply lines. Buy gold at 150.
I'm sorry, you were saying. Your family. Got strong ties to the Episcopal Diocese, the clergy. You own a pew on the front row of Trinity Church.
Yes. But you know me, Kevin. I prefer the company of heathens such as yourself, unless virginal women.
The diocese sent letters, money, to Grindle. She's found murdered. And her ledger, detailing all clients and transactions, disappears.
You have yet to ask a question. It seems you already have an answer.
Major, someone from the diocese they're trying to hide something.
And you think this ledger possesses the ultimate truth? Like the Holy Bible?
I need to know who took the ledger. Who holds the highest power among the Episcopals? Please.
Quite simple. There's the assistant bishop, the bishop suffragan, and at the top, the diocesan bishop. There. May I inquire as to your interest?
It's the Madame Grindle case, sir.
And you believe some good soul at the diocese is involved? Leave us. Detective, our diocesan bishop, Benjamin Onderdonk, is held in high esteem, but there have been rumors about his behavior. There's nothing more despicable than a hypocrite. Begin your search with him, and if he is corrupt, expose him. What did Admiral Farragut say at Mobile Bay last August? Damn the torpedoes, full speed ahead.
Full speed ahead.
Yes. Thomas Cole, true Americana.
Be careful, Corky. There are walls even a man as dexterous as you can't climb. I don't intend to go over the wall, Major. Like all Irish, I'll go through the back door. A question. In that ledger, for whose name are you truly looking? Bishop Benjamin Onderdonk. How long have you cooked for him here at the Chancery? So what can you tell me about him?
Little to nothing. Don't come around my kitchen.
Still, a house like this shakes from the top down. And mischief, it's whispered on every floor.
Can't help you.
It's Neve, right? Is that a Dublin accent?
Tis indeed.
You were born and raised on the north side, were you not?
Some keen airs on you. Parnell Square.
I know it well. Your granddad lived on Laura Gardner.
Did he now?
His entire life. Did you make the crossing in the McCorkle line?
6 years back.
Look at you now. Proper Catholic girl. Toiling away for Protestants. What would your ma say?
Lord. I could never tell her the things I've seen since coming to this salt box of a country.
But you could tell me. What have you seen, darling?
I'm a good woman, detective, but they took me to St. Peter's down in Berkeley. And I made a vow on the Holy Cross to stay silent. My eternal soul is at risk.
I admire your faith. Our God, the Catholic God, He forgives. And I'm here because a woman was murdered. Not an innocent woman, mind you. At which of us are?
It's a gospel for sure.
Now, take a moment. Take a moment and think about our Lord. Ask what He considers to be the higher crime. Speaking the truth? Or staying silent? Helping to hide a murder? I know which one I prefer.
Maid. Dervla O'Toole.
Christ, you're a cruel one, Matthew.
Now be still, boy. You come up with a better way to kill smallpox, and you'll be a richer man than you brag you were.
I'll be plenty rich again in Liberia.
Talk about Liberia as if it's Eden. You want your freedom? A fresh start? It's here. Carmensville is open air. Or Weeksville in Brooklyn, where the Negro community is growing.
Brooklyn? Never. Liberia. I could be a king again in Liberia. Matthew, our family knows that you amputated Robert Morehouse's leg. Saved his life, even though the papers reported otherwise.
The major paid for my new home and my medical practice. The slate has been wiped clean. Don't you cry now, okay?
I want to meet Robert Morehouse. He backs that Irishman I was talking about. Morehouse could finance Jasper's first fight. Do this, Matthew. Swear on your father's grave. My brother's grave.
Corcoran's locket and you didn't tell me.
Francis, please, I was struck dumb. After all the killing searching, and there it was in front of me. I didn't know what to do, just that he should have the locket. You're right, Francis, you're his best friend. I should have told you. I should have given it to you to give to him. I'm sorry, I am. Can you forgive me?
Can't go keeping the truth from me.
Never again.
Evening, Right Reverend. Do I know you, gentlemen?
You Episcopalians practice confession, just like us Catholics, don't you now? So let's switch roles for a minute. You talk, I listen.
Whoever you are, you cannot threaten me in my own church.
Apologies. Let me introduce myself.
God for now.
Tell me about your relationship to Madame Grindle.
Madam Grindle, I never heard of her.
Bullshit, holy man. We found the letter, the one you sent her, the one you tried to burn.
You think I'm that foolish?
No? I think you're that desperate.
Nothing you say is true. Easy, Kevin.
I need that ledger. Where is it?
I
Eddie Ledger.
What about Durglow O'Toole? You know anything about her? You killed her, too. You had a baby. You got your partner made pregnant. Forced her to abort her own child. Doing so, she bled to death.
No, I don't know anything about a Ledger.
Corky, he's just an old man. Come on. Come on. You had your chance to come clean. And now the whole world's gonna find out what a filthy piece of shit you are.
Maybe it's your hair. You comb so pretty. That why Kevin likes you?
It is not that simple, Annie.
People think I can't understand because I'm young. But I know things. Look at Mrs. Hadford. Corky seems smitten with her, too. Smitten's a word, right? It is. See, I can tell he likes her, but I don't know why. She's just plain nasty. And it's her hair, too. She's blonde. His hair doesn't match Corky. I mean, Molly's hair looked like roses.
Molly?
Yeah.
Hey, Thompson, you got a minute?
Christ on a bicycle, Kevin! No goddamn privacy!
I have a scoop for the Tribune.
You gotta settle up with me before you and Corky have your little rendezvous.
I didn't.
Have a good evening, James. See you later, Corky.
All right, now, put your prick away and grab a pencil. Havana, Cuba, 1857. You knocked out George Cigar in 4 rounds. No matter how many times Cigar swung, you wouldn't go down. I recognized you when you walked in. Colored King Freeman.
Yes, that was me.
And who are you now?
Word is, you've got Irish Jake McGinnis in town, looking for a fight.
Not just any fight. Something rare.
I found a young Negro, built like force shooting. My thought, Mr. Morehouse, for 35% of the gate, I'll train the boy to fight an exhibition bout against Irish Jake.
I love this idea. Celt versus African, battling in a civilized manner. Tickets will be hotter than hell's boiler room. And if my boy McGinnis were to win this fight on election day, he'd be a shoo-in for alderman. And if your fella should lose, there would be more money in your pocket.
May the bout be a victory for the better bruiser.
So, Bishop Onderdonk told a reporter that he hired you two to do all of his dirty work. Thanks, Tommy. I want the whole truth, or I start swinging.
If you're following me, Detective, it would be best if you picked up your feet.
Oh, Miss Lockwood. I wish that were the case, but, seemed to be patrol boring as can be. Truth is, though, I was gonna stop by the mission later because, well, you see, our sister's case, helped them shut down the investigation.
Expected as much?
I mean, officially it's closed, but for me and Kevin, it's not over till we find Julia's ledger. And a killer. You know, most people curse your sister.
For the service she performed? Yet that doesn't make your grieving any less. Hope you're holding up.
As well as I can be. Good day.
Yeah. What can I do for you?
This is your name, yes? And beside it, Maya Azalai, age 12. Termination of pregnancy on 10 December. I'm terribly confused. Your wife's name's not Maya, nor is she 12 years young.
How much?
Thank you, Kevin Corcoran. Please allow the newly appointed managing editor of the Tribune to buy around. For these two. James Thompson, the lowly reporter, is no more. Put this story on Mr. Greeley's desk was promoted within the hour. Hot damn.
I'm happy for you, Thompson, but I don't feel much like celebrating.
Kevin, you brought down a bounder. Feel good about that.
Bounder though he is, Underdog told the truth about two things. He didn't have Grindle killed, and he doesn't have her ledger.
How come you're so sure?
I interviewed the two goons he hired to search Grindle's place. You know, the Whitesville brothers. You know him, Andrew. Neither has the balls to commit murder.
Well, we will find Grindle's killer yet.
Not if Captain Sullivan has his way.
I told you the case was closed. Now what in the name of the risen Christ are you doing, blighting the bishop of the goddamn Episcopal Diocese? Mr. Morehouse. Mr. Morehouse. I was just speaking with Detective Corcoran about the disgraceful manner and...
Disgraceful indeed. The bishop's lascivious behavior is a shock. The church elders could not be more full of gratitude for Corcoran's and your hard work.
Yes.
As always, Detective, I am quite impressed by your footwork.
Those reporters are hungry for a statement from you, Captain.
Thanks. Put it on my tab.
The bracelet. Sparkles just like you.
Oh, so sweet.
You know, I wanted you to have the bracelet to demonstrate my fondness for you, so I could ask you to marry me.
No. Who else would I marry?
Good to know. Is something wrong?
No, but... bracelet, huh?
It's my mother's.
Oh, it's pretty. Only, a ring is more fashionable. The women on Fifth Avenue have got diamonds on their fingers as big as a penny.
Pawn the bracelet then. Get you a proper ring. All right?
There he is, the little champion. You ready? Over. You still training? Come on. Give me. One more time. Keep it up.
Come on, Lily.
Good morning, Mrs. Reardon.
Morning, Francis.
Kevin.
Your mind's on the moon.
My wife, my Ellen, has the purest heart of anyone that I know, and yet I'm a copper. I'm supposed to consider the unthinkable. Is her name in that ledger? Did Ellen give Grindle a locket to pay for it?
Stop. As a copper, you're supposed to consider all the possibilities. Like, for instance, someone stole the locket from your house and used it to pay Grindle.
Gotta know, Francis. We're chasing a phantom ledger. Where do we go now?
Where we started.
Yeah. Madame Grindle, a frequent customer, always buying and selling. I remember this one.
And Grindle sold it to you.
Yeah, sometime back, months.
She say how she came to have it?
I remember her talking about a woman that lost us. Yeah, right, a woman. The E. Evelyn, or Edith.
Ellen.
Ellen,
Ellen.
yeah. This Ellen sold this locket to Madame Grindle. She needed the money to feed her little girl. The Union Army mail was slaughtered mud. Her husband's pay was delayed. You know how unreliable the postal service is, even without a warrant. The madam said she took pity on the woman's little girl who was crying in front of my shop.
Because baby killers don't hate all babies.
Yes, Schwartz. I appreciate your time.
Show me that emerald there.
Till tonight?
Yeah. There's only 4 here. The deal was 5.
4th every penny. You Jews. You know how to lie. Keep a man's peace.
Dankeschön.
On him who the brave sons of us snobly trade for every fond eye. So, you got yourself a fiancé now?
Fiance sounds nice, but I don't know about Francis McGuire.
You're not going to marry the man?
He's a good fella, but I don't think so.
Heartbreaker, you. Here, let me do you.
Why, sure. It's been a long while since you brushed my hair.
It's about time you relax. I know you spend a good amount of energy pleasuring my corky while I was in New Orleans.
Wait, what did you say?
I told you the locker was cursed. George? George! George! What? She cut her own throat.
Well, you know, you're planning a small wedding, but when I proposed to her, she said yes, well, sort of. Didn't seem too happy about it. Am I asking too much? What a wife! I can get fat and old with.
And what we want and what we get, never the same thing, Francis.
Who you thinking killed Grindle?
The road got cold. Some cases you never solve, but I got a feeling this one will double back around someday. You know, I've been searching months for this locket. Trying to make sense of Ellen leaving, Maggie's murder. That search gave me reason to wake up. And now, I got the locket in my hands, and I realized that all that effort was for nothing. Just a chunk of gold. Cheap gold at that. Now I feel further from my girls than I ever did.
Kevin, no.
No, I'm not giving up, Francis. I'm just changing battle plans. And hey, this way, I always know where the locket is.
Huh?
Hey there, fellas.
About time you showed up. Watch your wife nail your feet to the floor again.
Hey, McGuire, come here a minute, will you?
I just stopped.
So you agree to help me host the fundraiser?
Of course, my dear.
Why is he carrying a layout to the Morehouse as his house?
You're the spitting image of my Daniel. Roderick Gang is twice the numbers as us.
Folks are gonna get killed.
I'd very much like Detective Corcoran to be placed in charge of security.
I'll be in here, actually watching the money.
Bonjour.
Where'd you learn that?
I can tell some Pompadour's brothel.
If we see the Roderick gang coming and know where they're coming from,
Oh, you goddamn head off!
we'll have the upper hand.
We'll be ducks in a carnival shooting gallery.
We have the copper.
Police!
Now you be the bad guy. Become an 1860s criminal with the Copper Mugshot Yourself app at bbcamerica.com/copper. Share your pic with friends using the hashtag mugshot and follow us at Copper TV. You can be a featured mugshot of the week on air. Plus get exclusive sneak peeks, behind the scenes videos, and the latest show updates on our blog.
Look at the Irish.